It's a very nice, moist day on the Mogollon Rim of Arizona today, and I'm going to be driving down into the Verde Valley, and that should be a very, very, very scenic drive. So let's see what we can see. This part of Arizona is very moist in general. This is the edge of the Mogollon Rim, just north of the town of Strawberry. And so there's a lot of moisture that gets caught up in the terrain here, and it's a hot spot for rain and snow. So here you can see all the ferns here. It's a usually moist area. The rest of the Mogollon Rim and a lot of parts of the Mogollon Rim, so even around Flagstaff, you won't really get ferns growing on the forest floor. And we are a bit of a higher elevation. It's like a locally high area, so that helps catch a lot of the rain. So there's nice storms around today. And this is the monsoon. It is August, so it's that time of year when we get a lot of moisture coming in from the subtropics, and that helps fuel the daily showers and thunderstorms. I actually saw a little apple tree over here, so let's go take a look. It's got some apples on it. Not too big, but I imagine they'll get bigger before the end of the season. Here's a pretty cool little marshy area right here. A little pond. And the raindrops are falling on the water. Looks very nice. So as I mentioned, the forest here is pretty different from Flagstaff. Even though we're at basically the same exact elevation that Flagstaff's at, right now we're at about 7,400 feet, so a few hundred feet higher than Flagstaff, but there's a lot of ferns down here. There's spruce or fir trees mixed in with the pine and oak. And wow, the rain's really coming down now. And it definitely feels like a jungle right now because it's so rainy today. Jeez. Okay, it's pouring now. Might as well be in Peru or something. I've never been to Peru, but it may or may not look like this. There was actually just a fire here this year, but I forgot what it was called. Gosh. But it burned a pretty good area northwest of Strawberry and Pine and northeast of Camp Verde. That is the Verde Valley down there. The mountains on the horizon, those are the Black Hills of Arizona. You can see a very nice little rain shower in the distance. This is one of the best drives in central/northern Arizona. This is State Route 260. You descend very, very fast from the forests of the Mogollon Rim, the edge of the Colorado Plateau, into the lowland desert. So you go through the forests and the pinyon and juniper woodlands and the desert scrub and all the way down to the Verde River, where it becomes very lush next to the water. So it's a very dramatic change of scenery very, very quickly. There's lots of little places you can pull over and take in the views. Here's a mesquite tree. This is definitely a sign of the lower elevations of Arizona. Mesquite is a legume, or however you pronounce that word, you know, like what beans and peas and peanuts are. Elevation right here is just under 5,000 feet above sea level. Lots of pinyon pine, juniper, and yucca, prickly pear cactus, and lots of volcanic rock in this part. So here's a cool little plaque from the Camp Verde Historical Society. I guess the road we were just driving on originally was called the General Crook Trail. It says each mile was marked on this trail from Camp Verde to Camp Apache by the soldiers under General George Crook. First traveled in 1871, the road was improved and used by wagons in 1874. It was the principal supply route from Fort Whipple at Prescott to Camp Verde and Camp Apache. I guess this area is called 13 Mile Rock. There's a landmark around here. Maybe it's that. In any case, it looks like Arizona State Route 260 is a very historic route. It's another really cool view here, and look at all these juniper berries. That's the Verde Valley down there. Cities of Camp Verde, Cottonwood, Clarkdale. They all lie next to the Verde River in the valley. Looks like we're getting close to the prickly pear fruit season. This is a great view. This is basically just a part of the Verde Valley. And now the sun's out and it looks super nice. You can see in the drainages lots of limestone, and limestone's a pretty signature thing to the Verde Valley. It's kind of funny when even in the car the view is amazing. And down here in the Verde Valley there's one creek called West Clear Creek, and it's a beautiful, beautiful creek with nice, clear, cool water. So let's check that out real quick. We had big spring floods this year, so that's why you see all those limbs and sticks stuck up in behind the trees on the bank. So we had massive floods, record-breaking floods in parts of the Verde Valley this spring. But West Clear Creek is really an amazing place. It's a pretty cool area right here. Wow. It's like I'm in my own little beaver lodge. A lot of people don't realize that places like this exist in Arizona. It really does feel like you're in the jungle, like in an Indiana Jones movie or something. I'm just walking back through the creek, just wading through the creek. I walked along the bank a while, so then I got deep right here. So anyways, I'm just wading through the creek. I'm like up to my chest right now. And the water's great. You can see the bottom. It's just sandy, gravel, rocky in spots, and nothing grows in the water. So it's very clear and cool water. At one point there was a little pool, like a constructed pool right here. Ooh, there's a fish. But that got destroyed, it looks like. Usually you'll see all sorts of things in the creek here, like crayfish and fish. But like I said, not many plants growing in the water, like not much seaweed or algae. So this is a super cool remnant of a sycamore, of an Arizona sycamore. Well, actually, it's still living. It still has leaves, but look at that. That is so strange. Let's get a better look. Whoa. So it looks like it toppled over, but it still was able to survive. It's crazy. Ooh. This would be a great place to sit. Well, this little rope swing was nice, but there's not really any easy way to fall into 3 feet of water, so... But it was still fun. I'm gonna get out of the water and head out now. This is a great this is a great place that I have come to before and I will come to again. Highly recommend.